Hey
Hey
guys,
guys, welcome back to Likewise Pod. I'm Issa.
and I'm Sam, and we're so excited for another episode this week. We are just continuing on week to week without fail, and it's so good. I actually think last week, I don't think it's the longest recording we've ever had, but in terms of like our call or anything, but I think it's up there in terms of like actual length of the recorded audio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did in fact cut a lot of the conversation out. Like if you listened, you'll notice that we got into Rose and Thorns faster than we ever have before.
Oh, because
In
everything
like the
before it
first
was
minute.
so it was just not it was just not for the masses.
Yeah, no. Live, laugh, love. So, as we start off every episode, Sam, what are your Rose and Thorn for the week?
All right. So, thorns. Reminding myself to start with the thorns. First, I've put off so much oh wait, it makes more sense to start with my rose in this very week. Okay. Rewind my rose. Um 1 week, technically less, until Issa is here, which is so exciting. And we have so much fun stuff planned, and we just really can't wait. And ooh, I dyed my hair, which is really fun. Go to
It
my
looks so
TikTok if you want
good.
to see it, because I don't think it's anywhere else. And then my thorn is that I've put so much stuff off that I need to do before Issa comes. And so, like, this weekend, I'm just going to be, like, doing errands because I just need to do stuff. And, like, I need to keep cleaning my room. And, ooh, I got a new bookshelf. Kind of a rose and a thorn, but I got, like, it's the same bookshelf I already have. It's just a second one because mine is full and I have a bunch of books on the floor. So, I need to start filling a new one. And my other thorn is also about new things. I ordered from like Marketplace. I got an older Canon PowerShot camera, and because I want to bring like a digital into the Band Camino concert, and because I just like, don't trust trying it with my G7X because I've never been to this venue, and like I feel like a lot of people have been having issues this year with like digital cameras, even when they're supposed to be allowed, getting like taken from them. So I just wanted to get like still a nice quality one that I can do like good manual settings with, but not super expensive to where if anything happened to it, I would like cry. So here's what's happening. It was out for delivery yesterday. Perfect. Here's what happened. It got marked as incorrect address because I had to put like place at the end of my street because like Facebook only would let me select that because like the map stuff is like messed up for my like address. And so it made me pick that, which should have been fine because our roommate gets stuff delivered with that all the time. Well, it got marked by UPS as incorrect address, so they took it back to their facility and they corrected the issue at like 5:30 p.m. yesterday and like did whatever else at 8:30, I don't know. But they then marked it to be like sent out for delivery again, but it never went out for delivery again. And so I'm like, weird. So then I went off the Facebook tracking and I went to the actual UPS tracking website, and it's telling me now that the delivery is next Wednesday. What do you mean? Why didn't you just turn around and put it back on the truck and go back out today? Why is it not coming? Wednesday is the concert. So I need UPS to like come through for me because it's also like I I like can I just go to UPS and just ask them for it? Like I want it and I know they have it, and why wouldn't they just put it right back on the truck for me? So I'm just a little sad. I'm like actually like I'm really upset about it. And yeah, so hopefully that all works itself out, and I just know that USPS wouldn't have done this to me.
True. Oh my gosh, no, I've had problems with UPS before, and
Yeah, it's annoying.
that's annoying. Actually, I've had problems with USPS too, but I
Right.
still trust them more.
I
Whatever.
just know that like with USPS, it's like they deliver my mail every day. Like we get mail to this mailbox all the time that has place on it, and that's not our road because like the one with place after it is across the street from me, and it's like barely a road. So it's like I'm sorry, you couldn't just still find? You couldn't still just find where I lived somehow?
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, sorry. I know it's like a weird thing to complain about,
That's
and
so
like I understand why
ridiculous.
it doesn't work, but like,
But
ugh.
still,
It was literally about to get delivered. Like, it
yeah,
was.
you should reach out and be like, "Hey, can I like come pick it up or can you like, get it to me sooner than Wednesday?"
Right. Yeah,
That's so annoying. I'm sorry.
it's weird.
Oh.
It is really weird.
Okay. My thorn is that I have been really busy this week, and so I did not edit the pod in a timely manner. So that's why it went up today. But in a couple days, I will be gaslighting everyone and saying it came out last Saturday. So if you listen to this, you know the truth. Um, but yeah. But my rose is one of those things that had me really busy was the Sounders brand launch happened this week. It was so fun. So Sunday I worked a Defiance game, so that had, a lot of time. And then Monday I worked the prep for the brand launch event on Tuesday. And so like that also took like my whole afternoon on Monday. And then Tuesday it took my whole afternoon, evening. And yeah. So basically what it was is like they invited however many people, like current and former Sounders players and coaches and like notable like prominent figures in the greater Seattle area and like just a whole bunch of people and like Sounders staff, like just current Sounders staff, like whether they're in like ticket sales and services or front office or like marketing, whatever, like all Sounders employees like invited basically. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun and saw, good family friend, former player, Craig Tomlinson. That was a lot of fun. Love him.
Fun.
But also, so I was like working at like the check-in area, like giving people their bracelets with numbers on them. Because like numbers corresponded with things, and so like they'd get things throughout the night, and then they would give us their numbers at the end of the night so that they could collect their goodie bags with their things in it, so then they didn't have to like carry it with them the whole time. Which was,
Fancy.
I know, I was like, dang, that's really nice. But it was very chaotic because we had to like organize all the bags and like make sure all the stuff was in the bags and then go get the bags, remember all the numbers. Yeah, a mess, but lots of fun. So I was working check-in and I see these people come up and, or no, I see this guy come up and I'm like, why do I recognize him? That's not a current player because like the only one it could be like he's already here, like already saw him, but I'm like, why do I recognize him? And then like this woman comes up behind him and like they're checking in and the person I'm with, she goes, yeah, so what's your last name? And then he goes, Appia. And he's like, Appiah. And I'm like, and I look at the sheet with his name. I'm like, I see Kwame. I was like, oh, this is Kwame and Chelsea from Love is Blind season 4. And oh my gosh, I loved it. It was like highlight of my night for sure. So, gave them their bracelets, gave them the rundown of the whole thing. And they were so nice, so kind. Chelsea looked phenomenal, as she always does.
Aww.
And she had like cute little like pink lash extensions. I was like, oh my gosh, love that. And not like all the way across, just like on the outer corners. I was like,
Right.
love. I love
Pink
Chelsea.
girl.
Yes, I love her. Yeah, they looked so good and they were so nice. Blah, 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 blah. They went in. And then after I was done, we're doing check-in. Had to go down, or not go down, just go inside, right inside the doors to the table where they're like getting the goodie bags and stuff for all the people. So then I was doing that. And then a little bit later, like 8:30 or 9, I don't even know actually, I really don't know. I don't know how to keep track of time. They come back and I'm like, there's no way I'm not getting their bags for them. So I talked to them again. I was like, oh my gosh, love them. Amazing. Got their bags. Had their stuff in it. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, so here's your glass and your t-shirts are in here too, like everything, blah blah blah. They're like, oh my gosh, this was such a fun night, like everything looks so good and like this system that you guys have is like it's so great, or I don't remember exactly, but literally they were so nice, and like seeing them on TV, like, and then in person, I'm like, wow, they're like the same. Like just so nice. I'm like, oh,
Mm.
amazing. Want to meet him again. And then I was telling one of my, pretty sure we're friends, because he's like full time position. And anyways, so I was telling him because like he was like, "Have you seen Love Is Blind season 5 yet?" I was like, "No, I haven't." I was like, "Oh." So then I started it last night, watching it today, and so I texted him, and he responded later. He's like, "Yeah, Kwame and I were talking about it at the brand launch." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I wanted to tell him. I wanted to be like, "Love you guys so much," but also I was like, "Gotta be professional."
Right, you didn't want to be
Yeah,
weird.
did not
Yeah.
want to be weird. But anyways, uh, yeah, definitely my rose. I loved that.
That's so cool. I love that. Amazing. I actually, okay, I was gonna tell you it's so funny because I just finished watching, like, I think last weekend Zeke and I watched the like additional episodes from their season of like
Mm.
everybody, doing all the stuff. So I like just watched those. So you saying that, I was like, wait, that's so
I
funny.
actually haven't watched that yet. I
Um,
really need to though.
oh, they're pretty good. Chelsea and Kwame are just like the stars of it, low key.
Obviously, as they should be.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Amazing. I guess we literally didn't even give any kind of teaser about what the episode's about, which I
I
mean, I
know we're like
guess based on
growing.
whatever we
Wow.
decide to call it, people will know. Um, but this week, this is kind of fun. It's a little different to things we've been doing recently, but I feel like it kind of reminds me of old Likewise a little bit. Like, not that we've like changed too much, we still do very similar stuff, but like this feels like original Likewise type
Yeah,
of
it really
content.
does. Like,
Um,
not
yeah.
not to like bash us, or I mean you specifically because this was your idea, but like it just feels like we're kind of grasping for something to talk about. But like I am
Right.
interested in
Well,
this.
this just like, yes, this is fun. Okay, I'll give some context, but also I'll tell you what this is. So first, we're gonna just kind of go through like a little list of some like classic cliche mantras or sayings, expressions, idioms. Like I literally wrote down all the
Yeah.
words because it's like I don't know which one feels the most right, but then I just put like cliche sayings. So like what are like the most common cliche sayings we hear or see, or like I feel like a lot of these are giving book trope,
Yeah.
which is kind of
Yeah.
fun, and just kind of deciding like because people always debate the whole right person wrong time thing. Like that's a huge debate if people agree with it or not. So I was like, wait, we should talk about if we like believe in these things or not, because some of them, like, yes, some I think like you have to believe in them because like they're just kind of true, but some are more like, I don't know, how do you interpret it, do you agree with it, whatever. um and I thought that was fun because I was scrolling on Pinterest and I saw one. I saw like a cringy like breakup quote on Pinterest, and it just made me think of these types of sayings. It like had something in it that just reminded me of them. So then I was like, ooh, fun.
My gosh. Yeah. No, looking at all of these now, like I've read them all before, like a couple weeks ago when I saw it on the doc. And I was like, oh yeah, 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 cool. Don't know what that means. Don't really know what that means either. But yeah, agree. Or don't agree, or whatever. But
Right.
when you said book trip, I was like, oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if we have, I think it'd be fun. Like if we have books we've read,
Mm.
and if like if it makes us think of that book, like we should definitely like rec that
Pulling up
book
Goodreads as we speak.
as we talk about them. Which obviously, I mean, the first one I already mentioned it because it is like the one that I actually think is debated, which is right person, wrong time, which is very much book trope because second chance romance, duh.
Oh yeah.
Like it's very second
Oh
chance
yeah, no, it
romance,
definitely is. But
but also very like I feel like people don't use right person, wrong time talking about second chance as much as they do just like justifying a breakup with someone that they were actually
mm-hmm.
like good with. Like usually like that's how people justify like long distance relationship breakups or like I don't know, that type of
Yeah, I
stuff.
just one time I saw like a whole like paragraph or like book page or like something talking about right person, wrong time. And it was saying like if it's truly the right person, it will never be the wrong time.
There is no
And
wrong time.
so
Yes,
that's what
like
I live by
you would
now.
make it
Like
work.
right person, wrong time. Like no, if it's
Right.
truly the right person, it won't be the wrong time because they'll be there for a purpose. They'll be there for a reason. Like whether they're there in a romantic way or not, like they're going to be there, you know? So that's my
Right.
opinion.
I agree. I agree. I'm very much like I could understand and like justify when people want to say right person wrong time about their relationships, but like in my own like personal view of it more, I feel like I don't really think it's true because of that same reason. Like if it is the right person, the timing isn't wrong. Like yeah, you could be in different seasons of life, you could be doing all this stuff, but like that's the reality of relationships, and you don't have to be in the exact same place to be together or involved in whatever
Mm-hmm.
kind of way. It's not necessarily just a romantic relationship thing too. Like yeah, just because you're breaking up doesn't mean it was the wrong time and you should have been endgame or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. It's just funny. It's kind of a silly one
Yeah.
to me.
Fully agree. Um. Oh my gosh. Wait. Hold on. I just thought of something and I'm gonna write it down. And then we like if you want
Okay,
to, you
cool.
can move from the end, but like I really don't. Sorry.
All let's shout out if we have any favorite second chance romance books that are like the right person wrong time type of thing, or like book couples that kind of have this vibe. And then we can do the other one.
Okay.
I feel like I mean I haven't read like too many second chance romances. I just know I love them. But which is funny that I'm like I love second chance romance, but I don't believe in right
Yeah.
person wrong time. But I loved Funny You Should Ask, which like it's kind of almost not right person wrong time because they weren't really in a relationship that much in the first part, like in the flashbacks, like 10 years ago, but more so in the present. But like they did have like moments, flings, whatever, and falling out. So I think it counts. But that's one of my favorite ones. And then Something Wilder by Christina Lauren.
Okay. I need to read both of those. Um, but so I said I was pulling up Goodreads. I was not lying. I'm on Goodreads. I can't believe I forgot about this. Happy Place, Emily Henry.
The way I just forgot about Happy Place, Emily Henry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love that one.
Right. Like it's not truly like yeah, I think it's still valid that I like second chance romance books, but don't agree with right person, wrong time because in second chance romance books, it's all about it wasn't right person, wrong time. It was no like it was a like misunderstanding. It was like miscommunication. It was
Yeah.
like the time wasn't wrong. There was unfortunate situations they were in that pushed them apart, you know?
Yeah.
So it wasn't wrong time. It was not like they just didn't understand each
It
other.
was the miscommunication
the
trope.
time.
That's what got in the way,
Yes,
not the time.
literally.
Yeah, fully agree. Fully agree. That's all I have.
I love this discovery, this active like live analysis.
Yeah, wait, this is so good. Okay.
We're definitely not going to talk about all these because some of them we don't have much to say.
Yeah, no, agree. Okay, so this is the one that I just thought of, and I don't know how I thought of it, and I don't know. Oh, I guess I thought of it because of right person, wrong time, but I don't know why I didn't think about it before. Anyways, so like the one I can't remember exactly how it goes, but it's like basically like if it's yours, set it free, and if it comes back, it was meant to be.
I wish she put in a little rhyme. I love that. Yeah, I forget how it goes. Like if it's yours,
Or
if you
and then like
if you love it, let it go.
yeah.
If they I think there's a lot of versions.
Like,
but there is like a very specific quote
Yeah, like if
for it.
no, yeah, you're like right on there. Like with if you love someone, let them go, and if they come back, it was meant to be. But if they don't, they're never yours, or something like that.
Yes.
And it's giving the Notebook.
Okay, wait. I found it.
Oop.
Okay. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it was never meant to be.
Oh, nice. Yes.
So you were really on it.
Just
if it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't,
yeah.
It was not meant to be. Yes. Which
do you agree or disagree?
Both, but not. I feel like I more disagree because I don't like the possessiveness of it, of like, well, like, nothing is necessarily like a person or like whatever. It's not mine. Like, it's not, you know. But I do think it is like, I do like agree, and I see that it happens because like a lot of people take time apart and come back together. It's similar to the right person, wrong time thing for sure. And it's kind of more like, oh, like playing with fate type of thing, when fate's an interesting thing because we have free will. So it's like, you know, it's very much like still like a choice to go back to someone. It's not like the magic.
Yeah. I agree with it to an extent. Like I think I don't agree with it in the way that it's phrased, but I agree with the idea, with like the concept of it. Like I think that every like one or everything in your life is there for a season, like we discussed a couple episodes back, like whether that's a long-term season or short-term season, like it's there for a season. And I think like everything happens for a reason, whether it's like super apparent like right then and there or not, or like you learn later. Like I think it's all, I think that there's purpose behind it all, and so finding that and like understanding it is, I guess, I don't know if that even made sense.
No, I agree. It does make me think about kind of like some of those things we talked about with friendship breakups, like people being in your life for a season, or like things don't have to be bad. Like this makes me think of like mutual splits, or just prioritizing that like you don't need this like relationship right now, or like it would be better off to part ways, but then, you know, like there is always opportunity in the future to reconnect, find your way back, whatever. So yeah, I do agree with it to an extent.
Okay, and a book that I think is, I guess, kind of like that, but mostly goes along with like right person, wrong time, and I don't know how I didn't think about it. No Coincidences by Tessa.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, if it's yours, set it free, and if it comes back, it's meant to be. That is very much No Coincidences.
And I think
Oh, Second Chance Romance. Oh. No, it's just forgetting all of our favorite Second Chance books.
And I'm like, oh, how did I not think of that when I'm literally looking at it?
Okay, yeah, that is so that, because it was very, I think, because, okay, I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't think it's spoiling anything, but I would say that, like, oh my gosh, thank you for bringing that up. No Coincidences is the perfect example of this cliche saying, because it's the reality that if it does come back and was meant to be or whatever, maybe you never actually completely set it free, like the real thing. Is you have to, it will come back and can come back, but only if you never fully let go.
Yeah.
That's the T. You have to, like, you can't fully let go.
That's good. That's good.
Because that's the reality, is like, as much as like they tried to do other things or whatever in Second Chance Romances, it's like
they're still on the other person's mind.
Each person had to both, like, they still had to, like, not fully let it go.
Yeah.
Like Happy Place too.
Yeah. That's so good. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for book 2. What trope is it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Right. Oh my god, and who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for that too. I wrote down, so when Issa first added this one to the doc, my instant thought was, it's giving Tamlin. Solely because, I mean, not to spoil ACOTAR, I don't even know, it's not possible to spoil ACOTAR, I feel like. because it's just been out for so long, people have done whatever. But it's just kind of like the idea that, like, you know, I mean, Tamlin he didn't want to let her go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whenever, Feyre would go,
Yeah.
complete her bond. Just go do her required, doing her time.
The bargain, yeah.
And the bargain. Oh yeah, I was like, what's the word? Yeah, doing her time. And clearly it wasn't meant to be, because but it was fake meant to be, because she did go back. Oopsie.
But also he didn't fully let her go, so that's another story. But okay, but also, like, it makes sense for this, like, if it's your, like, whatever, it was never really yours, or if it, anyways, already can't remember it. But because ACOTAR, like, the first book, it's loosely, like, Sarah J Maas, like, she loosely based it off of Beauty and the Beast, which somehow a lot of people don't know that. And so whenever I see people say, like, it's giving Beauty and the Beast, I'm like, yeah, because it was, like, loosely based on it.
It is.
Like, it is.
It's actually like a... Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's so funny.
Officially.
But also, I didn't actually know that until I started reading it. I think I was like a couple chapters in. I was like, oh my gosh, guys. Like, telling my friends who've already read it, like, this is loosely based on Beauty and the Beast. They're like, Issa, you didn't know that? I'd be like, okay, well, sorry.
Me being like, I knew it before I read it.
But yeah, and honestly, I feel like it's kind of that for, like, the whole series. Like, not just the first book, but, like, the whole series is kind of very much like this.
This relates to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, this relates to every relationship in that book, which is interesting to think about. Because also, like, I haven't read the last book, but I don't think that matters in this context, really. But I was just thinking about how, like, in ACOWAR, you know the moment where there was, things happened, whatever. It almost did feel like he kind of finally had the, like, moment where he accepted that it wasn't meant to be for her to come back to him. He accepted it, that they're not gonna ever be together.
Yeah.
And, like, even after ultimate betrayal on both sides, there was still that, like, I mean, not that it actually redeemed him, but, like, there was kind of, like, a little, like, tiny crumb of Tamlin redemption trying to happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I'm just like, yeah, that's so cool to, like, think about all the different ways that, like, this relates to so many different people in ACOTAR.
Yeah, I agree.
I love that.
That's so fun. Oh my gosh, Sam, I love this.
This is so fun. Oh my god, not just us being a book podcast, basically. I guess we should move on to another one, which this one's fun because there's, like, 10,000 different versions of this same type of thing. Mm-hmm. Like, no rain, no flowers, no pain, no gain. All of those. Like, kind of basically just, like, to have the good, you have to go through the bad.
Yeah. I think I agree, like, basically 100%, because I think if you only have the good in life, then you're always wanting more. You're never satisfied, right? And it's not without having hardships. It's not without having, like, struggles in life that you're able to appreciate the good. It's not, like, again, no rain, no flowers. Like, in order to see fruit, we need to, like, be fed. We need to be watered. And sometimes that watering, sometimes that feeding, like, it's not fun stuff, but it's stuff that we learn from and grow from.
Right.
It's nutrients.
No, I agree too. It's very much like, yes, it's not always going to be, like, completely balanced like this. And I think it goes along with kind of, like, seasons of life too, and, like, just different experiences. You know, if you have, like, a very, like, balanced life, there's always going to be a lot of everything happening. There's going to be good, bad, whatever. And I think where this, like, little cliche phrase sometimes is annoying is, like, I think when you are, like, in your low moments, you don't like hearing this because, like, you're just like, no, like, I shouldn't have to be experiencing these hardships. Like, I shouldn't have to, like, experience these terrible, terrible things. So I don't want to listen to you say like, oh, there's light at the end of the tunnel or no rain, no flowers kind of
Mm-hmm.
type things. But it is true. Like no matter what, it's like the reality. And I think it's nice and uplifting. It's very much, yeah. It's just fact.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we really need to like give book references for this because it's like
Right. I mean, like it
every
just
book ever, like there's
happens.
always conflict and then they generally grow from it and learn from it and are like, oh my gosh,
Right.
I'm a much better person, or oh my gosh, I love you so much
Exactly.
more now.
Like character development
Yeah,
for
101.
sure. True.
Okay, the next one. Everything good comes when you least expect it.
It's just so funny. I mean, like I think I agree. I guess I might have added the everything. I don't think it's always said like everything. I might have just been dramatic and put that because my whole thing is like I don't think it's everything.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of times like good things happen like when you are expecting it too. Um, but also I do think it's very true that like if you're just kind of like going with the flow doing your own thing, like great opportunities pop up when you're not seeking them. It's just true. Like there's always going to be something like good happening. It's like the whole like if somebody does like a pay it forward type of thing, you're
Mm,
never expecting that.
yeah. Yeah, that's such a good
Like
example.
that's a simple little example.
That's
Like
really good though.
it doesn't have to be anything drastic. You're never going to expect that.
Yeah.
But it makes your day.
Yeah, I agree with you that like obviously it's not that everything good comes when you least expect it, but I think um it's probably like if I could rephrase it, I think I would say like most of like most of like the I'm gonna say most twice in this. Most of like the most impactful or like life changing things happen when you least expect it. You know, like you
Right.
could be I mean, obviously, like you could be applying for jobs and get a job and be like, oh my gosh, dream job, yay! Like you're expecting it, but then like other things happen and you know, like could meet your future spouse and be like, oh my gosh, never expected that, or like going to college, for example. Like me and Sam, we went to college, came out of it with degrees, expected, but we also came out of it with a podcast and with a friendship.
Right.
Did we expect that? No, absolutely not. And so I think yeah, just things like that.
I like that. I like that example too. Because I was thinking about just like, I think sometimes this can feed into like weird, like behaviors of like, oh, do I, like opportunities will come when like I'm not seeking them. So I need to not focus on like trying so hard for something because it'll happen if I just like don't think about it or something. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
like that little like bit of thinking, but it's also like, no, you should probably still try.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. Or like you know, it's like it doesn't mean like don't put in effort because like good will still come with effort.
yeah,
But also like I think it's just like a nice little positive thing. Like there's always gonna be I think honestly just life happens when you least expect it.
yeah. True,
Like
true.
it could be good and bad.
I agree.
Amazing. Um that's also one that's like I don't feel like we need to relate this to a book.
Yeah.
Um okay. The next one is souls don't meet by accident, which is like I don't ever really hear people say this much, but I just see it on like Pinterest and whatnot.
Yeah.
I guess that's just like fate.
Yeah. I think like the thing I see most like kind of like with this idea is like how lucky am I to be put on this earth at this time with
Mm,
you or like to know you and stuff. And so like very much in that same vein like I you know what I think I'd agree with it because again like going back to what I was saying just a couple minutes ago like I think everything happens for a reason. And so I believe that there's a purpose to everything. And so when there's a purpose, there's not an accident, right? I mean, oh yeah, I bumped into you. That's an accident. But like in the grand scheme of things, I think it all happens with purpose and with intention. So
mm-hmm.
whether we know it or not, like it happens for a reason. Like Sam and I oh, we met on accident. We were in the same sorority on accident. Well, you know what? Maybe. but but like there's purpose behind it.
Right. True. I would agree. And just think, like, obviously, like, so much intention is behind everything, and, like, just impact. Like, the impact of every single thing leading us to where we are now. Like, it's just, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, like, you're meant to be friends with every single person you meet, or, like, connect with every single person you meet in a super meaningful way. But I think just in the grand scheme of things, it's more like, yes, like, we are supposed to connect, we're supposed to have relationships and, do these things. So I think it makes sense.
Yeah. And I mean, kind of it's funny because, like, I believe everything happens for a reason, but I also, like, I don't believe in fate. Like, because fate, there's no free will, there's no control over it. And so, like,
right. Just
like, in terms of everything happens for a reason, like, we all make the choices we do. And, like, that's what, like, all the choices we make have consequences, whether they're positive or negative. And so, like, all the things, Sam, like what you were just saying, like, all the things we decide to do, like, that leads to something else. And so, you know what, maybe it is an accident, but again, like, there's purpose behind it. And so, like, there's purpose and intention behind each of the choices we make that lead to different results, different consequences.
I agree. Because things that, like, I guess just like anything that would be like, oh, that's fate or whatever, it's very much like there was still something else orchestrating whatever it was happening.
Yeah.
Whether you believe in spiritual things or not.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fate, because, like, we have free will, so. And if something that seems fated is happening, it's being orchestrated by something else. So.
Yeah. And I really don't feel like we have to give books, because I feel like every romance ever, every book with any kind of relationship
every meet cute ever. Right.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Not to bring it back to ACOTAR, but, like, it just makes me think of how, like, Tamlin was, like, very much, it's just like, oh, you must, like, face the consequences of your actions, live with me, whatever, come do this stuff. I don't know, after she did what she did.
It's so ominous.
And I know, like, when they first meet, like, when they come to get her or whatever. And then it's just, like, revealed more that, like, there was just, like, very much other things happening. Like, there was, like, the whole, like, other bet he was trying to fulfill and, like, do. So it's, like, funny. That was not an accident.
Yeah.
By any means.
Except, you know what? In that world, there is fate, so.
True. That is true.
Fated mates. Oh my gosh. Okay. The next one. If there's a will, there's a way.
Yes. This is kind of fun. I like saying this sometimes. Like, it's just kind of like, oh, I feel like, to me, it's all about how you interpret it, I guess. Because it's like, it really means, like, if you really care and you're really driven to accomplish something, you will find a way to do it. That's how I view it. It's very much Tim Gunn on Project Runway, make it work. That's what it is to me. And I know other people see it differently, but that's just how I feel about it. It's like, if you want something and you have, like, drive or you have a goal, you will find a way. Like, there's always alternative options, or, like, even if it's not the exact thing, it's just always, like, there's always a way to something. Maybe it's not the way you want or whatever.
Yeah, I would say that I only mostly agree with this one because and, like, I interpret it the same way. Like, if there's something that you really, really want and you really want to do it, like, you'll probably, if it's, like, a true, like, desire of your heart, like, you will find a way to do it. But I think, and this is gonna sound so bad, but I think that, like, some people, like, some things are just not possible, right? Like,
Yeah.
And I think,
that's
like,
true.
with, like, becoming an attorney, for example, a lawyer, you have to pass the bar, and You have to go to law school. I mean, actually in states of Washington and New York, like you don't have to go to law school to take the bar. But I would still recommend going to law school to take the bar. But like you have to go to law school. You have to pass the bar. You have to find a practice or start your own practice. And who's gonna hire like some newbie lawyer, you know? Like some things it's not possible. Like whether it's financials or not passing the bar or not getting an internship, like beyond your control, whether you're good enough for something or not, like things are like people are gonna pass you up, and that sucks. But it's just the reality of the thing. And so like I want to say if there's a will, there's a way, like 100% true. But I think it's mostly true. I would say probably like 95% true. But there's just some of those things where it's like, unfortunately, it's not going to happen, whether it's beyond your control or not. Like
I agree. Yeah, like in the grand scheme of things, it's very much like it has to be something a little more like close to you. It's not always those big things that like simply sometimes aren't possible. It would just have to be like, oh, if you like have some sort of challenge or obstacle come up, like there's a way around it because you want to like fix it or something. It like that's a little more realistic than just like, yeah, if you want to be famous, just be famous.
Yeah.
Like that's
like I want to be a millionaire, so how am I gonna do that? You need to find something that's gonna stick, you know. And it's like there's yeah. I think it's important to at least try, and like if it's like a true desire of your heart to like at least try and like do as much as you can. But yeah,
I like that. That's another one that I feel is like not exactly like bookish.
Okay, let's
like obviously that happens in books, but
it's not a right person, like, wrong time.
Yeah. Right, it's not that type. It's not like really a trope vibe. Okay, the next one is actions speak louder than words, and like true, I guess. Like yeah, like I agree. I believe it, but I also think that words are very important too. Like that. I mean, I know that this isn't saying that words aren't important, but I do think like this is very much like this is used in like a negative light mostly. Yeah. Like it's like when people tell you one thing but they do another and it's like something upsetting. Like it's like gives you a reason to like be upset. It's like, oh yeah, actions speak louder than words. Like break up with him. He says he's doing this, but he's actually doing this. But I feel like it's like it's cool and it's a good thing too. And it's like, oh, like they tell me this, but they show up for me more than like saying it like by following through. So I don't know. It's interesting that it can be used in a couple different ways, and I agree. But I also think that words are very important because I think if you're not even using the words, if you're like doing things but then not giving me enough in terms of what you're saying, I'll just be confused.
Yeah.
Or like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that the fact that it's used more in negative contexts is super damaging to like the psyche. And I think that it's really important to use both actions and words. I would say generally actions do speak louder than words, but I think there's also a lot of times where they speak the same volume. And Sam, like what you're saying, like if you're just doing things and not like communicating with me, I'm just gonna be confused. And honestly, a lot of times when people just do things that I'm responsible for, I do get a little bit angry. Like inside my head, I'm like, no,
Same.
that's my job. I'm supposed to do this. I know how to do it. Like, why are they doing my job? When really, I know I should be grateful. I'm like, oh, I don't have to do that. Yay. Or like, I only have to do like a little bit of this now because someone did it for me. But I'm like, could you at least have told me that you would take care of this? Or, you know,
right.
Or at least been like, hey, I want to do this with you, you know, or it's just something. Yeah. So I think it's important to use both to communicate actions and words.
Yeah. Like actions and words are like actions and words are married. That's what I'll just say. Like actions and words are married. Your actions need to support your words, and your words need to support your actions. Like both, like they kind of work together to like communicate the same thing, I guess. But yeah, I agree. That's funny. I like when you said they speak the same volume sometimes, because that's true, and that's not a bad thing. That's some balance.
Yeah.
And also, I guess just like love languages, like it. I mean, to some people, some people want actions to speak louder than words, and some people want words to speak louder than actions, and some people want them to be the same volume.
Yeah, like words of aff, my number 1. Acts of service, my number like 3 or 4. So, but
Right.
again, not that I don't appreciate acts of service, but like,
Yeah.
just know.
This makes me think of like when we said like when people do things but don't communicate, it leaves us confused. And like I was like, wait, that probably doesn't make sense to some people. But to me, it like just makes me think of like, not to bring it up again, but like Happy Place. It's very much like in like when there's something with like miscommunication trope, it's kind of this exact thing where like they're just not aligning because it's like, oh, you think like this person's doing all this for me, do they still care about me actually? Or like, oh, they're doing this, like they're not trying to do this so they don't like me anymore, whatever. But actually on the other side, oh, maybe they're trying to like fight to keep down how they still feel about you because they think you don't feel that way, or they're trying to show you that they care about you but then don't want to overwhelm you. It's like it is very much that miscommunication thing of like, oh wait, he's doing this cute stuff for me.
Yeah.
And taking care of me, but he's ignoring me. Or like, you know, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
No, for sure.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna skip around because I want to talk about this one.
Go for it. Do whatever you want.
Sam and I have very strong opinions about this one. If they wanted to, they would.
Oh, yeah. I love this one. I can't even remember the last time we talked about this, but I know we've talked about this before. It's like, it was like not super long ago, but like very much, yes, true. If they wanted to, they would. People need to show up and bring effort to relationships, period. But also, if you wanted to, you would also. Both. Like, ooh, I remember when we were talking about this. This is like our first like post-grad type of thing of like when we like were like, wait, we haven't talked to all these friends or whatever. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I just like, as much as I want to say like, yeah, if they wanted to, they would, but why are you putting all the responsibility on the other person?
When they don't even know.
I do think this, right, this really relates back to, it's similar to actions speak louder than words. Like, I feel like this is one that's been very like negatively taken in kind of like, I always just think of like when girls are talking about like guys not like showing up or doing things. It's very much like a situationship type thing where it's like, well, if they wanted to, they would. Like if they wanted to take me out, they would, or they would ask, or they would define the relationship. They haven't asked me to be their girlfriend. Okay, why do they have to? Have you asked, like, are we exclusive? What are we?
DTR.
It's very, yes, DTR. You can push for the DTR too. Like, I think people forget that, like, oh, okay, wait, today I said to one of my friends, like one of my best friends for like a really long time, I said, oh, she was like, tell me why I had a dream about this person, whatever, someone she has history with. And I was like, do you ever forget that, or like, do you ever forget that we don't have like little versions of each other like sitting in each other's heads? Like, I was like, do you ever forget that I'm not just like sitting in your head? Like, it was just kind of like a funny thing. And I was like, because sometimes I think you're just sitting up there and that you know everything I'm doing and like saying or whatever. Because I think that with like you too.
Wait,
like,
actually, I do
like,
think about
picture
that.
like there's a couch, and this is how I think you can like. This is a whole separate thing. Couch theory. Couch theory is that you really know who your best friends are if you, by the way you can like think about your friendship, is if there was a little couch up in your brain, who do you think, based on the way you communicate, how you act, how you are with this person, who is sitting on that couch, hanging out in your brain? Who do you think like is reading your mind, knows what you're doing? Like, if you're like, oh, I thought I already told you about this, or like, I just thought you would know, or like whatever type of things. It's like when you have a friend who you think they just automatically know everything you're doing. It's fun.
Oh my
Couch
gosh.
theory.
Oh my gosh. Couch theory. First, LOL, likewise lore. Backseat taker, front seat taker.
Yeah.
And now couch theory. Wow.
We're like, what are they called?
Geniuses.
No,
Philosophers?
Yes, philosophers. We are philosophers for sure. Also because,
oh my
like,
gosh, wait.
also think about, like, every person's, like, couch, they picture differently, you know? Like, so my friend, she was like, yeah, for real, like, I really think you would be, like, just laying on a green velvet couch, like, up in my head or whatever. And I was like, and I hadn't even, like, said, like, anything about chairs or whatever, but in my head, I was, like, gonna tell her, I bet you're, like, sitting with, like, a little side table with your Baja Blast on it, like, just, like, in there. And then she said the green velvet couch thing, and I was like, no way. And so then I had to tell her about that I pictured her sitting up there with a Baja Blast.
Oh my gosh, that's
anyways,
so good.
Couch theory.
Wait, I love that. Oh my gosh.
Because it's
That's
so true.
so good.
And I mean, I feel like that's also where, like, I've talked about before, like, I have this relates to this too. I have very low maintenance friendships. Like, I've always had very low maintenance friendships because I don't have, like, super high expectations in friendships, because I just know, like, we're both busy. And I think it's because from a young age, I had, like, a long distance friendship with Gemma. Like, she moved away when we were 8. And we had been friends since we were 3. So it was kind of like, oh, I kind of always had this thing where, like, I've had people that we don't talk much because we literally were 8 years old and, like, didn't have cell phones or anything. So, like, the ways we kept in contact and would see each other, whatever, it just, like, I don't know, I think that just shaped me into a person who has very low maintenance friendships. And, like, they're very deep, intense friendships. And I love my friends. But we also, a lot of my closest friends, we do not talk every day. Like, the other day, I was, like, waiting with my hair dye on my head, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't think I've talked to this person in, like, 2 weeks, but I love them so much, and I think about them all the time, and I talk about them almost every day, and I'm like, I hope they know I talk about them every day. So then I was just like, I need to, like, tell them that I love and miss them, and I hope they're doing well, and all this stuff. So I did, and then we talked for, like, a couple minutes, and then it was, like, done. It's like, okay, that's our little catch-up moment. We'll keep just, like, sending each other TikToks or, like, liking each other's posts or whatever for now.
Yeah, no, same. I've always had, like, very low maintenance friendships because very similar to you. I mean, I guess, like, it wasn't, like, super long distance, but like, my first friend that I really remember making was when I was, like, 4 years old, like, at my church, and then she stopped going to my church and blah blah blah. And, like, every time we see each other, it's as if no time has passed. Like, we just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But how often is that? Like, every couple of years. Like, we're both busy people, like, we both have our own lives, both in, like, different seasons of life. And also, like, I think it's because, like, low maintenance relationships is what I saw with my parents and their friends. And so I was like, oh, easy money. And so I've always tried to be, like, maybe not, like, consciously have tried to be, but, like, I've always tried to be, like, a low maintenance friend, because I don't want people to be like, oh my gosh, Issa again, oh my gosh, like, blah 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 blah. But, and, like, if we're friends, I know that people probably aren't thinking that, but, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, this person again, like, love them, but it's just so much. And I feel like in college, especially probably, like, senior year especially, I feel like so many of my friendships became high maintenance, not because of the other person, but because of me. And I was like, there's just so much going on that I'm always, like, using, like, our communication or, like, our time together as, like, a therapy session for me to just, like, vent and rant. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm noticing this, and it's, like, so not good. And, you know, ever since not being in Pullman, I feel like I've been so much better.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, friends are there to, like, listen and to, like, talk and be vented at, ranted at sometimes, but not every single day. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a high maintenance friend now. But no, it's so funny because I was just talking about me always needing low maintenance relationships yesterday.
It's just like, it's just something that I feel like more people can relate to than we think, but it's hard being someone who really thrives with low maintenance friendships, watching other people be in very high maintenance friendships, especially if it's someone that you're also friends with, because it's like that kind of, like, comparison thing we talked about in some of our friendship breakup episodes, where it's like, you worry that like your friends are better friends with everybody else they're friends with or whatever, which is very much a thing. But yeah, I feel like that kind of relates to the whole if they wanted to they would thing, because I've always just kind of like not really agreed with this, and I think it is partially because of like my whole view of like low maintenance friendships and that being perfectly okay. But also, yeah, it's very much like a double standard type of thing all the time, I feel like.
Yeah, and I think like in if they wanted to, they would. Like a lot of the expectation, like for example, the one I see a lot, like you were saying earlier, is just girls with their expectations of like their boyfriends or whatever, like not getting them flowers every day or like a gift or chocolate or whatever. But like flowers, especially, like if he wanted to, he would. If he doesn't know, how is he supposed to know?
Right.
Like if you don't tell him, hey, I would love to get flowers, or I'd love to get like a teddy bear or chocolate or like something to know that you think about me every so often. Like I would love that. How is if he doesn't know that? I mean, and if you're in a relationship with someone, yeah, they should know you pretty well. But how is he supposed to know, oh, she wants flowers today? Or, sometimes maybe he sees like TikToks be like, oh, that's nice. Like his boyfriend got her flowers or something, like maybe not just TikToks, but or something, like people's stories like, ah, wow, she got flowers today. That's nice. No one's always thinking, oh, flowers? I should get someone flowers. No. Like, it's putting expectations on the other person that they don't know about.
Uncommunicated expectations.
Yes. And so, sometimes it's just not feasible either. Like, maybe someone is like really budgeting and they just can't afford something.
Right.
Or maybe someone just like really just doesn't have the time for whatever you want to do. So it's not necessarily if they wanted to, they would. It's maybe they want to, but they can't.
Right.
Or maybe they would want to if they knew.
Yes. It's very much like it is definitely one thing to very intentionally disregard somebody else's like wants and expectations. It is like one thing to be like, dang, no, I'm not really about that. But it's also another thing to just simply like, clearly there's things that don't get communicated. Everybody has different ideas of their love language, your love language, whatever. If you're not like, I don't know, if you don't set expectations or you don't even ever like say like these are things I would like, because it's like, oh, but do they maybe like do other things like for you? Like you just sometimes you just have to reflect and not. I feel like it's very much like it's hard sometimes. It's like, well, this was that. I don't know if you guys have ever talked about that. Or not that you guys, but then people don't want to talk about that because they're like, well, if I tell them I wish they bought me flowers more, then every time they do it, I'm just gonna think they're doing it because I asked them to. And it's like, well, yes and no. Like they're still like doing something. They're still doing it for you. So
they're still putting in the effort.
Like if you tell them you want to be shown love in that kind of way, they're gonna be like, okay, yes. They're going to be excited to do it because they'll feel good that they're doing something for you that they know you want and they know you like, and that you'll feel loved from it. It won't be like a chore to them. They'll just be like, maybe this is something I don't understand because this is not how I want to be shown love, but I understand that it's how you would. So yeah, very much they would if they knew. And if you wanted to, you would too.
Yeah. Fully agree with that.
Anyways, wow, yeah, that one is our controversial one for sure. We're passionate out here.
That reminds me of the guy who cat calls compliments.
Oh.
And then he goes, like at the end he goes, we'd be respectful out here.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
I love that.
Amazing. I don't even know. I don't feel like super passionately about any of the other ones. I just tried to like write as many as possible as I could when I was coming up with them.
Yeah, same.
Because I didn't really know exactly how we were going to go about it. And I kind of liked that we like threw in book things. Like that was fun.
Yeah, even though it was only for a couple.
It was only a couple and it was the same books and it was just me talking about the plot. Just kidding.
But still love. We still love.
Any other ones that you want to shout out at all? This is funny. A couple weeks ago, maybe it was last week, maybe it was the week before, but it was the Friendship Breakups Part 2. We talked about New Year, New Me for like 1 second, and because it was just so funny. But yeah. Love that.
Okay, I guess New Year, New Me, just real quick. I could not care less about that. Like,
Right.
People always say you never stick to your New Year's resolution. Then why make one? Like, what's the point? Just for fun. What's fun about not keeping a promise?
Right. It is the next day exactly the same as it was from September 27th to September 28th. That is the exact same thing as December 31st and January 1st. You know, it's just like our view of the calendar and like what we think. So it's just funny. But I'm like, I do think it's nice to like, if you want to think of that as a fresh start, whatever, but also like your fresh start could be next week if you want to start something new or whatever. But yeah, I don't ever have New Year's resolutions, so like don't relate on that front, but I do think it's like a fun little sentiment for sure. It's positive.
Yeah.
But it also I think makes people feel
Sometimes.
bad if they don't kind of do it.
That's all I have to say about it, because I just not a fan of it.
Yeah.
Don't care about
New
it.
Year's same me. That's how I am.
Well, if we don't have anything else, I guess we should close out.
Yeah, I think we should do our songs of the week.
So Sam, what is your song of the week?
I'm so excited. Okay. I had so many I wanted to pick from, so it was really hard. But I decided
You're telling me.
Yeah. I decided to go with Run by Maisie Peters, and I'm just obsessed with it. It's like so fun and catchy. And I remember on last Friday, I was like listening to just New Music Friday on Spotify, and it came on like when I was driving to work, and I was just like, I wanted to dance, and then I was listening to it before we recorded because I made it my song of the week, so I was like, I want to listen to this again. And it's just so fun. And I know it's not for everybody. Like, I feel like it has like elements that some people just don't like in songs, but I love it.
No, you know what's so funny about that though? Is I remember back in college, you're like, I just don't like Maisie Peters. And now, here you are with Song
Oh
of the
my
Week
gosh.
by her.
Okay, I almost said that too. Like, I have songs of hers that I really love, but her discography as a whole has not necessarily been for me. Like, I haven't loved it, and like I have not really wanted to listen to a lot of it, but there are a couple songs of hers that I just like do adore, and this is one of them. And I like her I think I like a lot of her newer stuff that she's been doing right now, because there was like another one that's been on TikTok, and I'm like, I like this.
Interesting. Okay, I'll give it a listen. Because I like Maisie
Yeah, for
Peters.
sure.
I just don't listen to her because I listen to like other people instead.
Yes, too many faves.
No, literally. Okay, so I put 3 songs down on the dock and said that I would choose one today. So the song that I'm choosing today is Christmas Lights by Zach Seabaugh, and I just like it. I think it's so fun. It's so cute.
I need to listen.
I like it. It's very I don't know, feel good, easy going.
I love that.
Honestly, I haven't listened to it for a couple days, so I can't exactly totally remember. But I do like it.
That's exciting. I don't know it, but I'll know it later. Because I'll listen to it. I'm gonna make it a point to listen to it right after this.
It like came on like my day list playlist. I love the
I
day list
enjoy the
playlist
day
by
list.
Spotify. Like that's so
I
fun.
do. My day list isn't working yet because I was using my Spotify DJ for like 3 weeks straight all the time. And so it's like, it's not my true day list. It's just whatever my DJ was playing for me at the time. But now I'm trying to get it back. My day list is going to be messed up in like for the next couple weeks because it's just going to only be the Band Camino set list.
Yeah, fair. Okay. This is what my day list is called right now. Synth pop punk Thursday evening. You listen to Dark and Chaotic on Thursday evenings. Here's some synth pop pop punk, alternative, fresh, synthwave, and emo pop. And so there's like Band Camino, Nightly, The Main, Boys Like Girls, and like others like that. So it's so funny.
Interesting. Mine right now is called Trio Masterpiece Evening. You listened to Angelic and 2020s in the evening. Here's some Trio Masterpiece lyricist canon relationship and it doesn't tell me the and. That's funny. But it's all Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, Gracie Abrams, Renee Rapp, Ariana Grande, Madison Beer, Conan Gray, Role Model. It's very much Taylor Swift. It is Sam for sure. Lizzie McAlpine, yeah, that is Sam for sure.
We love it.
I love a day list. That was a great playlist.
It's so good. I'm so glad that like they did that.
Yeah,
I've been having so much fun with it the past couple weeks.
Ooh, my other favorite Spotify playlist right now, I need to plug this. I've been nonstop listening to the rom-com playlist. It's so good. The cover is I think Meg Ryan right now.
Yep, it
was. Yeah.
And
it's
Billy
a great
Crystal.
playlist. Yeah, when I shower, it's the best shower playlist at the moment.
Wait, that's actually so fun. I'm definitely going to listen to that when I shower tonight. Okay, hot take though. I just watched You've Got Mail for the first time the other day. Did not like it.
I don't know if I've ever watched it. That's really controversial.
With Meg
I love
Ryan
rom-coms.
and Tom Hanks.
Ooh, yeah. I don't think I've seen it.
I did not like it. No, also, like, okay, so we have the DVD of it, and growing up, whenever I saw it, this is so funny. I thought Meg Ryan on the cover of it, I thought it was Ellen DeGeneres. And so I was like, why do we have this?
That was hilarious. That one specific, I forget exactly which song it is, that one X Factor performance from One Direction where Niall really looked like Ellen. It was like a specific song. He's in like a white button-up shirt. Oh. If you know, you know. He really looked like Ellen in that one.
Oh man, yeah. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, before we get too caught up in more conversations,
yeah,
we'll end it here. Thank you so much for listening this far. Yay, hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Hope you have opinions about these cliche sayings too. Hopefully they're the right opinions and agree with us. JK, make sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and whatever streaming platform you use, so that more people can find us, and also follow the pod on whatever streaming platform you use so that you know exactly when an episode comes out, because that's the best way to know. And then also follow us on Instagram at likewise_pod. So cute. It's relatively active. Yeah, there was a time when we just were not active, but we were like still posting episodes.
True. We're very active. It's awesome.
It's so fun. And it's gonna have such cute content after Nebraska. Yay!
Yes. Oh, it's gonna be
I'm so excited.
Same.
Sam, this was so fun. I'm so excited that like you chose this topic and like brought it up, and I was like, oh my gosh. Because at first I was like, don't know what we're gonna say, but it was just such a fun conversation.
I love it.
It was so good. I think it was a good conversation, and Sam, I just hope you have a really great rest of your day.
Thanks, Issa, and likewise to you all.
Bye.
Bye.